I used to work in Chicago at a convenience store.
Yeah, get out while you can.
I used to work in Chicago. I did, but I don't
Ladies and gentlemen,
anymore.
we are now at 10 minutes from broadcast.
Lady walked in with some porcelain skin, and I asked her what she came in for. Liquor, she said, and liquor I did, and I don't work there anymore.
Stand by, going to air.
Stand by, Phil.
5,
Stand by music.
4,
Stand by announce.
3, 2, 1.
And fade up.
They're the Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks of Hobbs. American public, you are worthless.
Can't account for taste.
Nice.
Your teaser from earlier on
That's
the loose
fantastic.
adaptation.
The Human Torch was denied a bankroll.
Shove that Pulitzer Prize square up your ass.
I'm so happy.
I'm as best as you're going to get, ladies, so here you go. We have... Shut up!
Then it's not a fork! Masturbatory bullshit. I get the joke now.
Hey,
Stupid,
kids.
wonderful thing. Yeah.
Here's some stickers.
Are you in the crosshairs of the woke mob?
To the bridge of Cosmic Doom.
What is happening in my mouth?
Pumpkin spice lattes.
I was the mark?
You were the mark, man.
You want to get high together? You want to drink?
Cinema.
Subterfuge, machinations. Wow. Cheers.
Cheers. All right. Well, welcome everyone to a brand new episode of 20 Years, 4 Beers. We are a podcast dedicated to rewatching movies from at least 2 decades ago while simultaneously enjoying a minimum of 4 modern beers. My name is Steve, and this is my big brother,
Tim.
And we are coming to you from Minneapolis, Minnesota. We have just finished watching and recording our episode on Little Miss Sunshine, so go check that out. And as usual, we sit down over another beer and discuss another movie, and we refer to these as our happy hour episodes.
Hey, you guys, happy hour is from 4 to 6.
In this episode, we are discussing another little indie film from 2006, only this one was maybe a little less elite in terms of Oscars and overall being remembered. But we will be discussing our recent rewatch of A Prairie Home Companion. But first, we are going to continue a recently added segment that I am deciding we are going to call Network. Oh, no, was that the wrong thing? I hit the outro. I didn't load it. I did load it. You saw me
You
loading
did. I
this shit.
did. Yes.
Like, this is bullshit.
Push.
This is bullshit. You know, we're just gonna sort of like we're gonna pivot. Stupid. I hit enter on this like 10 times. Oh, it's because they hit the wrong stupid file. Eat a bag of dicks, lady.
What's it from shrinking?
No, fuck you. Eat a dick, Pam.
Eat a dick, Pam.
Eat a bag of dicks, lady is from Bullet Train.
I want you to get up right now and go to the window.
There we go.
Open it. And stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Huh?
I love this segment.
Have you seen Network?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's a great movie.
Oh, it's one of those like I cannot believe it's ahead of it. Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
So well ahead of its time. All right. So anyway, this is where we get Tim's opinion on random and likely very stupid online discourse and arguments surrounding popular culture and movies that blew up and made people as mad as hell. And I'm not going to take this anymore.
Get up right now and go to the window.
Consider I'm
Open it.
you know,
You can talk. It's just in the background.
oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm as
Considering what?
mad as
I'm an
hell,
avowed
and I'm not gonna take
social
Yeah,
media hater. But yeah.
All right. So Tim and his kids recently watched A League of Their Own. Lovely movie.
Oh,
Can't say. Speaking of like
Delightful.
Little Miss Sunshine, it's
So
basically a
good.
perfect film.
oh, absolutely.
You can watch it anytime. Online, almost every year at the beginning of the baseball season, the internet is divided almost 50-50 on this. I'm not kidding. It pisses me off every year.
Oh my god.
At the end of the film, Tim, did Dottie drop the ball on purpose?
Oh.
I am passionately on one fence of this, but what do you think? The internet is honestly like there.
I don't think she did.
I think people have empathy and that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, she loves her sister. And yeah. Do you think she did?
I always thought that she was such a competitor. Like to the point where like take her out. She's not doing well.
Yeah.
Like,
but that's why people say maybe she changed, so she dropped it.
I get
so her
that.
sister could have it.
I think that's such a very 21st century like nice feel good element. I think she was so focused on like, I want to win, even if it's just like this 1 year thing. She had no consideration, at least how I saw it. Has no consideration for like, oh, Dottie, we love you, whatever. Like, this would be a great thing. So, no, I don't see. I think she just got her ass beat by Dottie, like knocking the fuck out of her.
By Kit, you mean?
Yeah.
So what
yeah.
we're saying here is that you wouldn't sacrifice for my happiness. I get it. That's good.
I'm just saying. The story didn't align for you.
No, I agree. I agree 100%. I'm passionately on the fence.
No.
There is no way she drops that ball on
No.
purpose. Like, no way.
No.
To the point of it would be insulting as a sister to be like, I've been working my fucking ass off to beat you fair and square. Not be handed, not be, from Kit's perspective. From Kit's perspective,
yes.
I wanted to beat you fair and square.
Yes.
And if it were ever to have come out that she had like dropped it on purpose,
yes,
it would completely destroy their relationship. Not to mention, Dottie would then be the worst fucking teammate in the history of sports.
Exactly.
Because all the other women on this team who want to win this championship.
Exactly. It means for them.
Yeah. So she comes back. She turns around with her husband to come back and destroy the other women's careers.
Exactly.
Like, I was like, no, this is not. I get so animated online about this. They're like, no, she's such a lovely sister and she couldn't beat her and she took pity on her or whatever. And I was like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
No.
Like, no.
Earn your fucking shit.
Yes, she turned around. Not to mention earlier in the fucking game, she like dives into the dugout.
Yes.
In the same game to like get it.
Yes, to get the ball.
So so she comes back for game 7.
Yeah, exactly. She's gone.
Just to
those
lose.
games.
She's lost.
It comes in
she's gone from the beginning.
like freaking
Just
tanks her
lose it?
team.
Yes, she's the worst fucking team on the planet, and it bothers me how many people are like, no, she totally dropped it on purpose. It bothers me.
I just love the fact that I watched this movie for like the first time with my daughter last week. It's so perfect you bring it up.
Yeah.
But yes,
I was like,
internet sucks. Man, I love it in so many ways.
Yeah,
but
the internet's great, and Threads is great in a lot of ways. Find us on Threads. And
Yes,
I do
please
think
do.
like it is, I get so frustrated at that argument. Like every year at the beginning of the baseball season, it comes up. And then somebody puts it online, and they're like, yeah, did they do it on purpose? And it's so nice. What a great sister. It's like, no, she's a C-word of a sister.
Yes.
Like, she absolutely took pity on her sister? No. Like, it would have devastated Kit. Nobody, like, no argument. But then, would it have? Because Kit ran through the fucking sign at third.
Yes. Yeah.
That ball is in the infield, and Kit's running home.
Yeah.
So who would have been at fault in that? Not
Exactly.
Dottie. If Kit had stayed on third, that game is tied.
Hubris.
If she had stayed on third, that game is tied. Worst case scenario, they go to extra innings.
Yes.
Instead, Kit runs home to bowl over his sister like a bitch.
And take out.
Yes. So Dottie drops it on purpose?
Yeah.
No. I get so... Yeah.
And in the heat of the moment, she's not thinking,
I'm gonna do this
here's
for my
this
sister.
thing, a split-second decision. I'll be nice to my sister. No, stupid.
Yes.
Sentimental, dumb.
Sentimental hogwash. What movie is that from, Tim?
I have no idea.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, yeah.
With Mr. Potter.
Fucking hate
I know you hate that movie.
God, I hate it.
It's Mr. Potter says it all the damn time.
I love it.
Anyway,
I like this segment. This is fun.
Let me make sure I got it.
I can just rant and rave offline.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So, well, as mentioned, we are discussing A Prairie Home Companion. This film is a fictionalized telling of the end of a real-life live radio program from St. Paul, Minnesota, hosted by the legendary, for many reasons, depending on your perspective, Garrison Keillor. The show is being forced to close by a conglomerate that is buying up the theater, and the longtime cast members must grapple with the show's sudden end, their memories that begin to flood back in, whether or not to make a big deal of it all, and also a strange new character that comes into their lives and deaths. The film is directed by Robert Altman, written by Keillor and Ken Lezebnik.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll run with that. It stars Kevin Kline, Meryl Streep, Lily Tomlin, Woody Harrelson, John C. Reilly, Garrison Keillor himself, Virginia Madsen, Lindsay Lohan, and a surprisingly decent to good performance, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Maya Rudolph, Mary Louise Burke, L.Q. Jones, and Tommy Lee Jones. Wow. Not related, I'm pretty sure. Let me just get this next one loaded real quick because I forgot while I was ranting about stupid idiots on the
Let's all go to
goddamn
the
internet.
lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
There you go.
Come on, not my beer.
With our reactions and verdicts to the movie out of the way, we move on to the reactions to our beers that we drank while rewatching our subject movie.
And if you want to have sex with a disgusting bad brewer with a terrible attitude,
This is where we take a look back at our beers and give our expert ratings for our drinking buddies.
whatever. Hey, here's the truth.
This is Drinking Buddies.
Let's get weird.
All right. All right. So my two, let's all go first. So my two beers were from Bear Cave Brewing Company in Hopkins, Minnesota. They're Imperial Mr. California. It's a weird name, but I think they have a Mr. California IPA, so it's Imperial version.
Sure.
8.35% ABV. Nice and dank, actually, for a double IPA. And I bring this beer up simply because finally a beer that I like for Bear Cave Brewing in Hopkins, Minnesota.
I've driven by there, never been there.
Oh, really?
No.
Sweet space, good food. The beer is ass most of the time.
You're like, this is
But
great.
I'll go back. But the one thing that's nice about it, it's a pour your own place.
Oh, sure.
So it's a pour your own.
Yep.
They have wine and like old fashioned on tap kind of stuff.
Sure.
They've got ciders all on tap from other places.
Okay.
So like if you don't want their garbage beer, you can have like other stuff, and so it's good. But I did give it a 4 out of 5. So I do think like it's nothing world beating, but when you have I wrote this down. But when you have mostly shit sandwiches, a turkey on white seems amazing by comparison.
Right.
So this is like, yeah, there we go. This is a turkey on white version of a double IPA. So it's good.
Relative.
From Unmapped Brewing Company, as usual, Aloft Hazy IPA, 6.1 ABV. Unsurprisingly, a nice beer because Unmapped is pretty much on a roll.
Yeah.
Nothing to write home about. 3.75. They've done much better, but crushable hazy is never a problem. So it's good.
Nice. I had, totally as part of the season, Haggard Barrel, their Dark Marzen Oktoberfest, which I had found had been held over since last year. And then just recently, they still sell at their brewery. So maybe it's a year-round thing. I don't know what's happening. But 4.25. It's a really solid option.
I've had that one. Yeah, they're Marzen.
It's a real, like the dark aspect to it. Sounds really weird, but like it just adds like a complexity. It's great. Really, really good. And then
phrasing.
Yeah.
Phrasing. Have we given up on phrasing?
Yeah, the style. Dual Citizen. I was actually going to think about having it for the earlier episode. And I was like, I got a 4-pack. I'll try one. Their Wave Racer West Coast IPA. And I was like, nope. But I had it for this. 3.25. And what I wanted to call about is I do not like the fact that the beer industry has like evolved in a way that hazy has become the standard, which are great and very, very crushable and delicious. But West Coast has become this new synonymous term with it's not hazy. Yeah. Where
I agree.
West Coast has a bite. I think of Stone IPA, like they don't fuck around. West Coast is, I remember the first time having it, they'd be like, oh, this is bitter. It makes you work for it. It's really great.
It's like me.
That's exactly you. Yeah, you're West Coast IPA.
Bitter makes you work for it.
Yeah, it makes you work for it. So yeah, it was.
I agree.
It's a good IPA.
Yeah.
It just was. Don't call it a West Coast. Just be like it's an IPA because I'm expecting. Yeah, this is gonna make me like get bitter. Yeah. I get really irritated that the industry has shifted to be like it's West Coast has become non-hazy.
No,
not the same. Don't like it. Yeah.
Very different.
So I was like, no, we're not going to deal with that in the other episode. So it was fine.
Yeah.
And then tonight, I mean, I had to do two things.
Sure.
Sorry. One thing, and it was serendipity for the second. I had to get a beer from St. Paul.
Okay.
Movies, whole, it's like
literally
iconic St. Paul. So, okay, I got to go Barrel Theory.
Yep.
And I happened to walk through and I was like, Buried by Time.
Oh,
I mean, that's a hell of a name of a beer for the movie and story at hand.
Keeler would have put that in the movie.
Right? I was like, you gotta do it. So yeah, it's a hazy double IPA with Citra Lupo, Core, Citradina, blah, 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 more, and Nelson. There's a lot of different hops.
Oh, they always do.
Yeah, this is loaded up. It's a 4.25. It's hard to mess up Barrel Theories. They're just great.
I think.
But yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah, do you think Barrel Theory is like this area's version of Drecker?
Yeah,
they're
absolutely
all kind of the same.
True.
Like I walk in there, I appreciate that I go in there and they have like 9 different IPAs on tap.
Yep.
Black Stack's a little bit like that too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Black Stack's more like Junkyard and Drecker, because or Drecker, one of them.
Yes,
because they taste the same.
Yes.
So whichever one I'm thinking of, I think Drecker tends to taste the same. Junkyard is probably more like Barrel Theory.
Yes, I'll give you that. Yep. Yes,
but same kind of thing. I feel like it's always good. They have heavy on the IPA.
Yep.
They're all hazies. They all have this similar feel to it. But I'll be damned, they're all good. They have a 4 out of 5 on this one.
Yeah.
It's really good.
But I was like, Buried by Time.
Yeah, it was like an easy buy.
Yep.
Like yoink
in my cart.
If you guys were the inventors of Facebook, you'd have invented Facebook.
This is a social network.
You don't have to be an intellectual property expert to understand the difference between right and wrong.
Where we take a look back at the critical and fan reception from 2 decades ago.
Mark!
As usual, Tim takes point on this, so take it away, Tim.
You better lawyer up, asshole, because I'm not coming back for 30%. I'm coming back for everything. $1 billion.
IMDb rating is 6.7 out of 10.
Sure. I feel like this is a little low.
Yeah, but yeah, I can see it. David Elstein.
Slow. They don't like slow movies.
Yeah, exactly. It takes its time. David Elstein of New York Magazine said the movie Redolent of Death is a sort of is a sort of wake. I'm like, don't even. Yeah, is a sort of wake, but a funny, sad one, teeming with music, corny jokes, and an ensemble of gifted performers who appear to be having an obscene amount of fun in one another's company. Andrew Saris of The Observer, who also had the early episode, said it sparkles with a magic all its own as an engagingly performed piece of Midwestern whimsy and stoicism. Director Altman's flair for ensemble spectacle and seamless improvisation in the midst of utter chaos is apparent as ever. Mm-hmm. Roger Ebert gave it 4 out of 4.
Yeah.
So like the show that inspired it, A Prairie Home Companion is not about anything in particular. Perhaps it is about everything in general, about remembering and treasuring the past and loving performers, not because they are new, but because they have lasted. What a lovely film this is, so gentle and whimsical, so simple and profound. Altman's film is faithful to the spirit of the radio program, a spirit both robust and fragile, and yet achieves something more than simply reproducing a performance of the show. It is nothing less than an elegy, a memorial to memories of times gone by, to dreams that died but left the dreamers dreaming, to appreciating what you've had instead of insisting on more. Nice job, Robert. Well done, Robert.
Yeah, it's pompous as fuck.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
All right.
Buried by Time. Yeah. Academy Awards, no nominations.
So we are going to dive a bit into that. There are a couple that I'm like,
I know.
Okay, really? We'll see. All right, cool. Thank you.
Yep.
Which one is it? What is that? We begin our discussion with our reaction segment that we call Spotlight.
This is Boston, and the church does not want them to be found. So, they are not there.
This is where we highlight and discuss our top takeaways of any kind from rewatching our subject film.
We've got 2 stories here. We've got a story about degenerate clergy, and we've got a story about a bunch of lawyers turning child abuse into a cottage industry.
If there were 90 of these bastards, people would know.
Maybe they do.
This is Spotlight.
They knew, and they let it happen.
Doing something. Spotlight thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. All right. So, Tim, you want to start us off?
Have you ever listened to an episode of the radio show?
So, yes, actually, oddly enough, a lot in my in the 2000s time. Like, it went on till 2016.
Yeah.
And in the early-ish 2000s, I would listen to it on NPR or whatever.
Yeah.
On Saturday night. So it was, I mean, not to say like I listen all the time, but I would put it on
Sure. Yeah.
when it was on. And like, I wasn't like a lover of the show when this movie came out, but around then, and I was never like a hipster fucker, like by any means.
I mean,
I was a hipster fucker.
Yeah.
But I wasn't a hipster, fucker.
Yeah. Constant,
but like,
yeah.
it was, like it was, I have listened to it. Yes. Have you?
No.
Even in like research of this or whatever?
No.
Okay.
And that's why I laugh, thinking about this movie, like, I am confident I have never listened. I mean, sorry, I might have inadvertently.
Yeah, you catch it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like driving somewhere, it's on the radio, like maybe like thing. But yeah, I have never, ever sat down and just listened to it.
It was good, man. I mean, like it couldn't have been bad to last as long as it did. I mean, like it was just like,
exactly.
It's yeah.
And I remember seeing it in the theater because my wife, Ellen, she has vivid memories of her growing up in Wisconsin, oddly enough. On Saturday night, they would have steak and potatoes for dinner every Saturday, and they would have it on the background. It was like a family staple.
Family thing. And they had, and the characters in this movie were characters on.
Yeah. So, like, I went into the movie knowing who Garrison was, clearly, but nothing else about it.
Right.
And I remember being fun. And I still feel that way now.
Yeah.
I'm confident I haven't watched it in probably 15 years.
I don't think I watched it.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
But it just was so fun in terms of like,
yeah, it's
thanks for this ride.
I think, and that's why people love the radio program.
Sure.
It's the feeling that people got listening to that program on a week-to-week basis.
Yeah.
It is just like a
vibe capture.
It's and not like nostalgia necessarily or throwback or anything like that, because there was a break in there. It was actually off air for a while. It wasn't continuous, and so it came back. And maybe the later stuff was nostalgic, you know what I mean? Because it was but the fact that they went to 2016 and this came out in 2000, like it went another 10 years.
Yeah.
And it was able to kind of last as long as it did. I'll say.
But I went, go ahead.
Okay.
I went to see it because I'm like, it's a thing.
Yeah.
You
have to see it locally.
Yeah, we have. If you're in the area, you gotta see this.
It's just a movie.
And I was so pleasant surprised.
Yeah. There's I have a few things I'd be like, I would, nitpick this or whatever.
Sure.
But like, if you know the program and you know you talk about in the last episode, we talked about quirky humor with Little Miss Sunshine, and it could have been really bad.
Yes.
Garrison Keillor has a very specific style of humor that works for him.
Yep.
And he did a great job of putting this in the film. It's not for everybody.
No.
I get why it's a lower score. I find a lot of this movie to be hilarious.
Totally.
Not just the explicit stuff that we started with the
liquor song.
The liquor song. But like it is just So I would say, just talking about Garrison Keillor, I mean, it's low hanging fruit, but we got to start there. It is the literal definition of face for radio.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
I didn't know. Yeah.
But his voice is so soothing, and he actually does a brilliant job in this movie.
Yes.
He holds his own against Oscar-winning and Oscar-nominated actors.
Insane actors.
Yeah, yes. Like, really? And he's just sort of like, and he's just himself. He's playing a version of himself.
Yes.
Nothing's going to rattle me. Nothing's going to do this. I'm just going to, whatever happens. And his delivery is bone fucking dry.
Yes.
And I love the penguin joke. I love it. I love the penguin joke, because the penguin joke, and I didn't necessarily know this, but the penguin joke is coming off of Keillor here, was a failed joke on the show at one point, and it became sort of because he flubbed the punchline. And so he wrote it into the movie, and he still kind of flubs the punchline because the delivery is really what needs to happen with the penguin joke of saying like, how do you know I'm not wearing it? And he just has this bone dry delivery that even an angel can't figure out. We'll get there. So he is it's so weird to think that Garrison Keillor, who virtually never acted, but yet he does act.
Yeah.
Because he acted on radio for 50 years or whatever it was.
Yep.
Yeah, he's so good in this. I just think he's really good.
He is.
Like, yeah.
Well, because to the aspect of he absolutely has top 5 radio voice of all time.
Oh my God.
Unreal.
He just talks. You're like, oh yeah.
Like I think of Paul Harvey.
The Lake Wobegon days. Yeah, Paul Harvey. Yeah,
but Garrison Keillor has such a gloriously soothing voice. You're right.
Welcoming.
Yes.
Brings you into he just brings you in.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
You should actually find some of them on.
I should walk the dog and
it's pretty good.
Exactly. He's got a face made for radio.
Yeah. And he still got to kiss Meryl Streep at one point.
But yeah, he plays it so well, and he's engaging and funny. And again, if you have no idea who this guy is, coming into it.
That's the weird thing about this movie is when you really think about, they made this movie somehow 95% of the country would have no idea who the hell this guy is. Yeah.
It's like, who the hell is this guy? But his voice is amazing. It's fantastic for what he does with this. And yes, I think what I appreciate about watching again is, it starts out very like kind of slow with this like voiceover. Mm-hmm. And then, we're going to have that song about the liquor joke. But it gives you a primer to the audience of like, this is going to be a really fine-tuned balance between kind of an old school vibe with some dry off-color humor thrown in. And we're just going to...
It's legitimately off-color humor. I mean, it's not a PG style. No. It feels like a PG movie, but the humor is R. Like it is...
It's so well done. We've talked about Gosford Park in an earlier episode, and I would say...
earlier. Gosford Park, I think, was one of our
2001, I want to say.
It was one of our first happy hour episodes.
I think it was,
we watched,
and I've seen MASH, because I was in that kick when I had COVID of like, years ago, like, I'm going to watch old classic movies. I never got around to a few that I got to. So I can't speak to his other films. He's got a huge repository. So I'm not sure if it's a sign of his direction or Keillor's writing. And maybe it's assuming like a healthy combination of the two.
I think that's what it is.
Because Altman would certainly execute on the vision of the script, blah, blah, blah. But what struck me watching this was it is so rare and difficult to accomplish organic conversation without it feeling like forced movie dialogue. And no disrespect to like something like Sorkin, who's great unto himself. Yeah. But that's very focused.
He knows it.
And strategic, amazing dialogue, not conversation. Yeah. But the crosstalk and just the completely like meandering stories, effortless, engaging. Yep. It is unto itself. Yep. Again, I maybe should go back and watch other ones he's done, but this seems like a difference in kind.
So
where like it just feels like a conversation piece.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they do that. It's so fantastic.
Yeah,
how they
I think it is a combination of both because they're like, so Keillor had been writing this for quite some time as an idea, and then got to Altman, and he kept giving him notes like, "You're almost there, you're almost there." And I think when you watch Gosford Park, which that's not Julian Fellows, it's David, was it Morgan?
Sure,
Peter Morgan wrote.
There you go,
because he wrote The Queen as well, and so like. Very similar dialogue feels, right?
Yep.
And I want to piggyback a little bit off this here, so bear with me. But like, Gosford Park is very conversational. Same kind of thing. There's chatter going on all over the place.
Background, yeah.
But I think the difference for me between these two movies is, I think Peter Morgan is writing about like this sort of like days gone by in reality, like a Downton Abbey feel or whatever, right? Yep. And it's a world that none of us understand. The upstairs downstairs world, like this, like rich elite, whatever. Like we don't quite understand it.
And it's all on the surface of a murder mystery.
Yes,
so it's got to get you somewhere.
It gets you there.
Yes,
but the dialogue is great in Gosford Park.
Yeah,
it's great in Gosford Park. We talked about that before, I'm sure. But what sets this apart to me is like this is natural dialogue between people that I believe, like nobody on this listening is going to know what I'm talking about. But when we were kids, we would go to Grandma and Grandpa's house, and we go to Vern Dinherter's house, and we go to the Dinherters after church.
After church,
and we would just be sitting in this old people's house for us at the time. We'd have dessert, and the old people would just be talking around, and the kids would be walking around, and like it just has that feel of natural dialogue from when we were kids.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what is so unique about this movie, and I can't think of another movie that does that. And I do think Altman is the key here, but Keeler brings in a whole heap of old school dialogue, old school feel. And I think Altman's direction really, in particular with camera work, I don't know if it was him or who, but that camera never stops.
No.
I don't know if I'm assuming you noticed it. The camera is always moving a little bit. It's just swaying along. Like you're here for the ride. And there's always strategic mirrors and shit going on in the background. Like,
so you can see Lily Tomlin talking, but then next to her, you can see Meryl Streep watching her. And then she's offhand talking to Lohan.
Mirror.
Yes. Like it's
camera.
just.
Yeah. So I agree. It's a long-winded way to get to agreeing with you, but it is like, it's both. It is both.
Yeah.
But it is without researching it, some of the most natural dialogue, the way they're written.
Yeah.
Of like, especially talking about the good old days, and then it randomly pivots to somebody going to jail, and then
your mom was like that.
Mom was there,
and that.
It was just, and then on to whoever. It's such good dialogue. Again, it brings me in as if I'm just sort of welcoming to the Dinherter's house. Like it's just kind of that feel.
Because most movies, like, want you to pay attention to the dialogue. Mm-hmm. This is moving us somewhere. Mm-hmm. There's no movement here. Mm-mm. It's just be here in the moment. And I think that's what's a rarity that this movie stands out for me is, again, I say like dialogue and conversation are different.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, I think about family gatherings. Like you said, I love the example you said like that. But I think of we hang out with our friends, and there's crosstalk and like a couple of people side conversation. And then, what's this? I'm in the middle of a conversation here.
And there's an announcement overhead.
Yes.
As if a kid is calling from downstairs like, Mom.
Because it's like, I tend to it and I come back to this. Yeah. And I don't know how you write that.
How do you write that? Yeah. It has to be written.
Yes.
They got to know the lines.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then how do you exit? It just, watching it this week, I was like so floored by the organic conversation element to it. And I think that, yes, you're right. Like the camera slow pace, but also the long takes as they move throughout the theater just absolutely build and maintain that atmosphere. That it does feel like I'm watching this live recording.
Because you legitimately probably are.
Like there's aspects that are live. I know the scene was live, so like it's all great. But like they can be like, cut, reset, cool, come back to it. But it just, as opposed to quick cuts or here, back and forth. It's just like, nope, we're going to be this fly on the wall, watch the conversation, move where we need to. It's so good.
And I think what's even more impressive is this is probably more from an editing / filmmaking standpoint. You can follow along with it.
Yes.
So often there's movies with like dialogue talking over each other that you're like, I can't.
Yeah. What the, who?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. And I think it just feels very, like I watched it last night and I was like, it just feels very welcoming.
Right.
Like into this world.
Yeah.
It's not.
Come on.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Everyone just come on in.
Yep.
God, it's good.
Yes.
I mean, like, again, Little Miss Sunshine is like a otherworldly experiential film. This is one of those movies that I'm like, for me, I could put it on and just sort of have it on.
Yes.
It's like, no, this is great. It's like having a conversation.
It's funny how we, mapped out the year, and we'll change it up certainly to come, but these two, it's like, let's put these together.
Yeah, well, we were talking about changing it up recently. It was like, but our next two are Little Miss Sunshine and Prairie Home. Oh,
we're saying that. Yeah. So, can I just say, lowbrow comedy gets a bad rap.
Totally.
Because
this is also the same year as Borat, by the way, that was nominated for multiple Oscars. So I mean,
that's insane.
It's so weird to think about. Like, yeah, but I agree. It is
because when it's done badly,
yeah,
it's really off-putting and annoying. Like I'm looking at like the fat bastard character from Austin Powers, like
which is still fucking hilarious. But
it is, but it's like there's a point where it's like, okay, that's way too absurd, and again, off-putting.
Yeah,
but. Can we just acknowledge, like, the farting dead body is sublime comedy.
Out of nowhere.
I don't know. Like,
there's sex comedy, there's sex jokes and the dad jokes stuff and the whatever. But yes, out of nowhere.
But just the fact of them outside the room where the dead guy is and it's just escaping gas. Yeah. Genius level comedy.
Yep, out of nowhere.
And it's just like, it's not all the time. It's just like, oh, we all know what's happening. It's fucking genius. Like I actually remember.
Yeah.
I forgot, but then I was like, "Oh, that's right. Here it is."
Yeah.
It's just really wonderful.
Good. Oh, I agree completely. There's really good running gags in this too, with Guy Noir getting his hand stuck in things constantly.
Yeah, the physical comedy of him, really understated. So great. Yeah. The phone, the drawer.
It's in the drawer.
Yes. The coat rack. Yes.
It's just there's the symbol when he's ramming through the skates.
He rolls a cigarette and it just blows it.
It's everywhere.
Oh,
it is
God.
Like, it is, to me, that's very Midwestern comedy.
Yes.
It's that very dry comedy style.
Yes.
And it just fits so well. Guy Noir is a character in his in the
what's so great
show as well.
Yes.
You don't need to know that.
I don't need to know that, but I don't know how that would translate to the radio show.
Yeah.
Because when we're watching.
Not much of it does. He's more of a narrator kind of thing. Yeah.
But the fact that they clearly have him as a narrator in these aspects, but then add to him on screen being kind of like a Pink Panther-esque type of like, Clouseau, like, bumbling, like, it's just so fucking brilliant. And Kevin Kline's great. But just, it's a great combination of it. Yes, I agree. The physical comedy aspect is so genius. Yes.
Yeah, I think the humor is there. I think the thing I love is that they don't overdo the drama. There's not a whole lot of like sadness, you know. But I want to nitpick a little bit. But so I get the death sort of like theme with the angel.
Yes.
And I get it.
Yep.
Last show, somebody's gonna die. Yep. Which I get your humor, and that's very funny.
Yes.
Like, it works for the story. I guess the way they're trying to tell it.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I think Virginia Madsen is miscast in this. For me, personally.
Really?
And maybe it's a writing thing or whatever.
Yeah.
There's nothing to that sort of angel character. Like, I guess I kind of wish the angel would be a little more inquisitive in she was just like dead faced.
She's very passive.
Right. And that's what I'm just like, if it were like, I feel like if I were an angel coming back to Earth, I would kind of be like excited to see what I'm like intrigued to see this. She felt like it was just like a chore, like a boring thing or whatever.
Sure.
I like the character where she had like she was tied into.
Yes.
I like that aspect.
I was listening on the radio.
But like, there was just nothing to her that like, I don't even mind that there's the death piece and I don't really care that. She just didn't. Maybe it's not miscast. She just didn't do a great job for me. Like I want that because it's just like, okay, like there's nothing to it.
I mean, if we follow the logic of the story, So bear with me here.
Yeah.
This is an ethereal presence.
Yeah.
Who clearly has, outside of just this story, been this angelic presence. Okay.
Elsewhere, yeah.
Outside of this world. She clearly explains later that she died listening to the radio show.
Yeah, I guess I just wish that
I like that, actually. Yeah, we were talking about, like...
I just wish she had
this would have been a difference
maybe
for her.
She was brought in, and this is reminding her of, like, she probably has done hundreds or thousands of these over the years.
Yes.
And now she's curious about, like, wait, this is bringing back memories to me. I like what you're talking about, It didn't need to be so wooden and hollow.
Yeah.
She could have been like, wait, and now I actually want to try and save this thing. a la the end of the movie in the car, it would have just sort of been like,
ooh, I like that.
right? It just would have, that's so I always have wanted to be like, oh, she could have been like, wait, this is bringing something back.
Yeah, this is a difference in kind.
Thing.
Sure.
Just more inquisitive, more like why is this affecting me? Why do I know you?
Yeah.
Why do I know this? Why do I know the penguin joke? And I just think it could have been more.
I like that.
I don't think it detracts, but it does not add. Like that her performance or anything just doesn't add to anything. So if I'm going to nitpick on this, every time I see this movie, I'm kind of like, I get it. I see where they're going with this. It's the metaphor. It's all this other stuff.
Sure.
And even then, in typical Garrison Keillor fashion, it doesn't save the show in the end anyway.
Yeah,
like it's just it's like it's so great in that sense.
Too bad.
Yeah. I do think though, I love that character being there because there's a few great little moments with like when Keillor and her are talking and she's there to like bring somebody home and he's in his face is like
he's eating apple.
He's eating apple. He's like, it's like not for you. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
but
it's
like,
very
it's
like
for a friend of mine.
Oh shit!
And then even the end when they're coming in and Klein is like pointing at somebody.
Yeah,
like he's pointing over here.
It's like,
it's this great running gag. I think it's so well done. I just think I wanted a more from that sort of like if you're gonna have this really key. Sexy noirish character.
Yeah,
and she comes on there and she's just like, meh, like whatever. So I would have wanted more.
You know, dude. Okay, so I do not think it's a detriment to the movie at all.
No, I don't think it pulls anything away, but it could have added.
But I like the because especially at the end, she comes to see them at Mickey's Diner.
Yeah,
and there could have been like, and it's open ended of like how it all goes, whatever.
Yeah,
but. Yeah, it's like almost would have had a sense of like angels at large were given a task.
Yeah.
And I wanted this because I wanted to come back because of the connection.
Mm-hmm. It would have been like welcoming an old friend kind of thing.
Like, hey, I'm here again.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I like that.
So
That's good.
It's nitpicky.
Sure.
But I do feel like for me that would have been it would have brought another level to it.
Yeah.
So
but I love Kevin Kline and the whole bar sequence of like Hello? Oh,
hello?
You're here. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who am I talking to?
Who am I talking to? Nobody's there.
Just so.
Yeah, he's
so
good.
Speaking of so good, I love, and I think the movie had to have the aspect like, the Johnson sisters are fine.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're good.
They're fun, and actually, I think Lily Tomlin's underappreciated.
I agree. Yeah,
she's so damn good.
Everything she does.
But the bad jokes song,
dude, come on.
It's just like they need a rousing, but not like rah. It's just like because I get the whole like fun gospel stories or like religious like oh my mom sang this in church. Fine, cool.
Yeah,
the bad jokes song. Just thank you for putting this on film because it's so
which
good.
Do you want? Do you want A Mighty Wind or do you want Kiss at the End of the Rainbow? A Mighty Wind is a much better enjoyable experience on film.
Yeah,
like
and they're just effortless together.
It's so good.
It's so damn good. So
the jokes are pretty solid.
Yeah,
like
they are very good.
But even then, it still juxtaposes to the backstage guy, the stage manager.
Yeah.
He's like, "Fuck it,
yep,
whatever. We're going up there anyway.
Yeah,
just
throwing papers, whatever."
Like, and you, it's the two of them are really well done.
I did not expect to find this movie to be profound. And I wouldn't say it is.
Well, but see, I actually would, because this is an at the end of his life style Keillor writing about this, and an at the end of his life director presenting it.
Yes.
So I do think there is some profound sort of like the way they present it.
And I didn't expect that until, the somewhat irony, but interesting element of, Lindsay Lohan's character talking about in a pretty like laissez-faire aspect about suicide and all these things and blah, blah, blah. But then it's like...
Did you notice her like pant leg has... her jeans had whatever date Cobain had killed himself on.
No, I didn't know that.
But yeah, she was obsessed with it. It was just
so
a little
like,
nuance.
The idea of death and like, time comes for us all type of thing. And then she's faced with it because Gus or whatever. I forget the guy that
the
old guy died, and she's like, we're just gonna like not think about him or whatever.
Yeah.
And I love when she's talking to Garrison, and he says, I don't want them to be told to remember me.
Yeah.
And I remember pausing and be like, oh, that's a damn good line.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sure, if they do, they're fine. Like, the show will go on.
Right.
It was such a great recognition of like, we have our moment in time to have an impact, and we appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
And then who knows what happens? Great. But just the fact of him being like, I don't want them to be told to remember me. Like the whole thing of we cannot force people to have these memories. I was just like, damn, that's really good. I even think about the whole Altman thing of like, but dies of that year.
This is
but
the last film. Yeah.
It was like, this is way more profound than I remember being back when I first saw it.
Yeah, I do. I feel like that's such a great, that's a call out there. I think it's a great call out. I feel like that's, I think I think Lohan is really good in this.
Yeah.
First of all, in terms of, she actually apparently fought for this role. Like she actually sought it out and they wrote it in. Like she wanted to be in the movie and they wrote her in. Like the daughter character of Lola. And but I think like that aspect of her understanding, like, wait, I love my mom. I love my aunt. Like, so if my mom were to die, you wouldn't honor her in any way, shape, or form. Like, it's this baffling thing.
She's a performer here.
Yeah, and he's
how do you
like,
recognize her?
This is just like we're all a part of the machine here.
The guy that just died performed 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, like, but we're all a part of the machine. We all literally did this for. So I mean, it's that existential question of like, it is, but it's not forced on us.
Very true.
And I think that's where it's, and then there's moments of humor along the way that sort of level it out.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk a little bit about like maybe some Oscar snubby kind of a thing.
Sure.
Sound design.
Yeah.
Sound. Are you fucking kidding me?
Exactly.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Really? The entire movie jumps between on stage, backstage, and or sound editing, I should say.
Sure.
Like, you've got, and not to mention the fact you get the actual like sound guy who did the real life guy from, he's the real life guy from
like the vocal
Prairie
effects.
Home. Yeah. That's not really, but the editing of it, the sound editing, which was a thing at the time, is like, what the fuck?
Yes.
Really? Like,
Yeah.
I was baffled.
They're in subcomponents of the theater
and
still
you hear
going
it
on.
in the background, and then they do announcements overhead. Like, I was like, what?
Yes.
And then in reality, and I know we looked at screenplay from an original screenplay standpoint, which this would be an original screenplay.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not. It's definitely better than Babel.
Yeah.
But like, it's a great screenplay. Garrison Keillor is a well-renowned person in arts, communities. This was a huge bidding war at the time, which, believe it or not, it was almost $4 million at whatever festival. Now it'd be like $25 million. Because you can't make a movie for under $20 million, according to Ben Affleck. You haven't seen the video because it's on the internet. He was talking about it, but I do think like maybe I can understand screenplay. I can understand it.
Sure.
But really, I'd want to see how it was written to know what worked or whatever. But sound to me was like, this is incredible.
Yes.
The feeling of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you think about, they're performing live. Kudos to all the actors.
Yeah.
So you have to think about all the aspects that go into the execution of this, very laid back story. And
by the way, plus it was a musical, which also
exactly
is a musical.
Almost always it's like a guaranteed. Yeah, and it's not like a razzle dazzle musical, but it's got great music. And I'm not saying like a courtesy nomination, fine, whatever. But yeah, you think about it. It's a well-established property, and it's executed flawlessly across the board. Yeah, when I saw like no nominations,
I feel like this
really?
would have been an adapted screenplay because it would obviously be based
on established
a previous
property.
I'd have to look at adapted, but still, boy, I can understand screenplay. but there's got from a technical perspective standpoint, and this is not a person who isn't known. He had just come off of Gosford Park.
Exactly.
There was like 10 nominations or whatever with Best Picture and Director and Screenplay and wins, and you're just kind of like, this is not something that's like it's not an unknown person.
Yes.
Yeah, man, it's so weird.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, I want to talk a bit about Altman and just say, like, you've only seen 3 of his films. I've only seen, I think, 4. Like, what an interesting way to go out here.
Yeah,
like,
right?
Just this idea at 80, I think he was at the time, like, he has such a voice through the way he tells, like, the vision that he does. His movies have that feel, both in Gosford and even MASH has a bit of that, like, if you recall.
Yeah.
Like he's a very visual storyteller.
Yeah.
And God, this is such an Altman like perfect movie. Like you're just kind of like, oh, this is just like this tracks for Altman.
Well, it does feel like a kind of a great swan song for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he definitely, at least from a small sample size, is able to manage like clarity amongst chaos.
Yeah.
Where all these disparate things are happening and whatever, but like I'm following the story and I know it's kind of crazy, funny, drama, but it's just effortless. It doesn't feel forced.
Yeah, and that's where I was getting. I agree, and that's kind of where I was getting to, which is like this idea of I don't think he knew he was going to die soon, but I think when you pick these film projects and you're kind of like, this might be my last film or whatever, and there's so many, when you read reviews, they talk about it being a love letter to radio and that kind of stuff. And really, I kind of felt like this was Altman, like saying, this is my love letter to what I've done. And like, I've learned all this stuff. I've created, like you talked about the chaos. Like, that's a movie set, man. There's all kinds of fucking shit going on all over the place.
Yeah.
That's a movie set. Like, and yet you find a way as a director to get you there and that kind of stuff. Yeah. And I feel like this love letter for that. It just feels like a warm blanket
to his legacy.
Yeah, it's a really interesting. Like, a lot of directors don't get to go out in such a way, and I think he does.
Yeah,
he's a really good.
He's like, I'm good.
Yeah, peace out. All right, let me get my notes up. And what are we going to? The verdict. Here we go.
Going up there, I'm going to try it, I'm going to let the jury decide.
As we close out our spotlight segment, we come to our final takes called The Verdict.
If we are to have faith and justice, we need only to believe in ourselves.
This is where Tim and I give our final verdicts after rewatching the film and decide whether or not the movie held up over the course of 2 decades.
Now you get out of here before I call a bailiff and have you thrown in jail!
This is The Verdict.
I said to hell with it, to hell with it!
All right, my verdict. While A Prairie Home Companion is not a perfect film, nor really a film that I would ultimately recommend to a ton of people.
Yeah.
You have to recommend it kind of to a very specific type of moviegoer.
Totally.
I still have a warm place in my heart for it. It is not just a love letter to old time radio, live radio. It often feels like Altman's love letter to his own lived experiences. Taking time to celebrate the past while also fearing the unknown of the future. Simultaneously going through life together is such a rare thing to find on film. It feels as if we are an intern or a producer sitting alongside these characters, experiencing this at the same time. Like Altman's last film, Gosford Park, we are treated with a behind-the-scenes look into a world that virtually none of us have seen. Yet the difference here is that we can relate more to the modern characters and their world. Not everything works for me. The use of the angel is understandable as a mechanism and fits Keeler's quirky style. But Virginia Madsen doesn't really sell it for me. And we do not get to connect with the secondary characters very much in terms of like beyond the few main characters. Really for it to feel fully lived in. But that being said, for me, there's enough humor to keep it light. Technical craft, which by the way, also...
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they built the whole other theater. Anyway, technical craft to keep me interested. Almost all great performances, especially I feel like Streep, the usual suspects, Streep, Klein, Tomlin, the usual people. And a fully formed world that feels lived in to welcome me into that I very much enjoy just putting this one on and feeling good about the 100 minutes I spent listening to the radio. 3.5 out of 5.
It's a hell of a verdict. I'm impressed. Wow. I will try and fill some space.
Suck on that, bitch.
So, ditto. No. All around, A Prairie Home Companion is simply a lovely, understated, and again, quaint film that is enjoyable from start to finish. And it's an incredibly rare experience where conversation can feel organic and not forced. So impressed. Although I agree, I don't honestly know how much someone outside of the state or who might have like a limited awareness.
Yes, or but even like an indie film crowd or whatever.
Of the radio show. You know, if this was like a radio show from Oklahoma or wherever it might be, like I'd be like, I don't give a shit. I don't know how much you could appreciate it. Maybe you do. But just the fact that it was a mainstream film, independent as it is, about a local thing that had this legacy, it just absolutely works. So there's times where it does kind of border on maybe regional or inside jokes, but as we're kind of, it feels like we're on the inside of it, I'm good with it. I agree. 3.5 out of 5. Just delight.
Good. Yeah. It's like a warm blanket. Love it.
The exciting quiz program 21.
Our final segment of the episode is Quiz Show.
I've stood on the shoulders of life, and I've never gotten down into the dirt to build.
Where in our research for our subject film, we find some interesting trivia nuggets that we hope will stump the other and possibly intrigue you.
This is not McCarthyism. You're not here to expose for the sake of exposure.
This is Quiz Show.
Well, evidently certain of the contestants were given the answers in advance.
Cheating on a quiz show. It's like plagiarizing a comic strip.
All right, so I'll go first. All right, just have a few. Let's see here. You have 3, you said, right?
3.
Okay, I have 4. I'm trying to find an obscure one.
Oh boy.
Well, I mean, I guess they're all kind of obscure. It's obscure movies. So Woody Harrelson and John C. Reilly stepped into the roles of Dusty and Lefty. Do you know this? Is this one of yours? Okay, cool.
I mean, I know
you don't want to step on your touchdown call here. That's a sports reference. So Woody Harrelson and John C. Reilly stepped into the roles of Dusty and Lefty after 2 legendary, I would say mostly, musicians ended up backing out.
Oh boy.
So they're a little obscure, I will admit. You've heard of both of these people, so it's hard to even know. But I don't even have
how to get there.
How do I get there? So I'll put it this way. One of them has a country artist.
Okay.
And he became very famous for marrying a very beautiful woman.
Oh, yeah, the Australian dude.
Well, yeah.
God.
Lyle
Lovett?
Love it.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking.
You were wrong.
Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Lyle
Lovett was supposed to be one of them.
Okay, I can see that. Actually, yeah.
It would work. Actually, both of these would work.
It would totally work.
When I tell you the other one.
Yep.
So the other one, I'll just give you the wrong buzzer.
Yeah.
We don't have to fuck
if
around.
I had horse.
I can't even get Tom Waits.
Oh, sure.
Actually would have been just from a folk music-y kind of a standpoint.
Interesting.
The 2 of them were supposed to do it. And I can't remember how they backed out or whatever, but it was
what a weird vocal
I know. I agree. And it works. It works in terms of Harrelson and Reilly bring the humor to it. I feel like the Waits and Lovett would have been authenticity, probably.
Yes. But interesting. Huh. I had no idea.
I think Waits and Altman have a history together because Tom Waits is... I think Tom Waits is a legend in the music industry, whereas Lovett is kind of yes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, Waits sounds like he just doesn't want you to listen to his music.
Yeah. I almost admittedly was like, oh, Tom Waits had a Radiohead, right? It's like, no, wait, what?
Shut your mouth. No. Tom York.
When I saw it, I was like, oh, Tom Waits. Oh, no, wrong Tom.
Yeah, no. Tom York has an H in the first name. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of them's a good musician.
Oh, I can't even. We're going to just table that for now. You shut your mouth. Woody Harrelson, speaking of them, and John C. Reilly, obviously started together but they started together prior to this film, along with almost every other male actor in Hollywood, in what 1998 war film nominated for 7 Academy Awards.
I didn't think you were allowed to talk about this year in film.
No.
Yeah, The Thin Red Line.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck that noise. God,
I hate Terrence Malick
it's
so much.
so terrible.
God.
Yeah.
Every time I've given that movie multiple tries, and I'm like, I often am like, am I misremembering this?
Yeah,
Is there war in this war film? No.
The only thing is Zimmer's score is amazing.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's all that matters.
God, that movie is so bad.
It's so bad.
We don't talk about
Best
that year.
picture, mother. Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
All right. So, how many years total did Garrison Keillor host Prairie Home Companion?
Oh.
I mean, I think you're going to throw it out there, but it is in 2 stints. There was a break, but yeah, total.
37.
You're one off.
Oh, are you serious?
You're one off. It was 36. I'm even going to give you a right ding on that.
Randomly, it's like, wow. What if I said 36? You'd be like,
I'd have been like, fuck you. This is on your list, you bitch.
No, I'm like, no. Wow.
Yeah. It was 1974 to 87.
Sure.
So those 13 years. And then 93. So another like 6 years later,
Sure.
came back till 2016. So another 23 years at that point.
That's incredible.
So 36 total years it was on the radio.
He's so great. So Robert Altman won an honorary Oscar in early 2006. Same year. A few months, odd enough, before he died in November of that same year, at the age of 81 at that time. Prior to this honor, he had been nominated 5 times for Best Director.
Jesus.
I mentioned 2 of those earlier films, Gosford Park and MASH. But I'll give you the years. Can you name the other 3 films? So 1976.
Is that Nashville?
It is.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
All right.
Wow. That's on my list of ones we could ever watch.
Yeah.
93 and 94.
So one of those 2 is The Paper.
The Player.
The Player, whatever it is. Yeah,
Yep.
sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
not The Paper. The
We'll
Player.
give it- yeah,
sorry.
yeah, Player.
Yeah. 93 and they're back to back?
Back to back. 93 was The Player.
The Player is 94, and he was Best Director of that year?
Yep.
Or he was nominated?
Yep. Best Director. Nominated.
Yeah.
He never won until the
No,
honor.
yeah. Oh, what is that year? 94?
94.
Do you know, like, an actor in that movie?
Oh, I mean, I could look it up. I didn't. Yeah.
No, but it sounds like, I feel like, just give it to me. Is it, if Paul Newman's in, I'm going to be pissed. In
No.
my head, I'm like,
Shortcuts.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
God, that movie's fucking garbage. I hate that
Andy
movie.
McDowell.
I have seen that movie.
Tim Roberts.
So actually,
Robbins, Robert Downey.
I've seen more Altman movies than I've thought because I've seen The Player,
Yeah.
I've seen Shortcuts, and Nashville.
Player's
so.
Tim Robbins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was thinking The Paper, which is but yeah. All right.
Yeah. Nice. Not bad.
All right. You have any more?
I have one more.
You have one more. Okay.
Yeah.
So, speaking of Altman, Robert Altman was 80 at the time of filming this. He was required.
Oh, I have this one. Sorry.
What was it? PTA?
PTA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Why only? So I legitimately was watching it.
Ding.
Yeah. I was watching it, and then went to the bathroom, whatever, came back, and I was like, end of credits. I forgot to stop it, and the special thanks was Paul Thomas Anderson. I'm like, why would he be like? I honestly was like, what? So I googled, I'm like, oh, because he's like a backup director.
Yeah.
Yes, and Maya Rudolph.
Maya Rudolph was pregnant at the time, so it's like a double.
Oh yeah, sorry. But
she
honestly,
was actually pregnant in that movie.
had I never kept it going, I'd be like, oh. Anyway, yes.
All right, so
Sorry.
Kevin
Cross
Kline
streams.
accepted the role of Guy Noir after another Oscar-winning actor had to turn it down. What leading man of the 90s and 2000s had to turn it down due to scheduling conflicts?
Oh my gosh, someone else would have been the first choice of him? Sometimes I wonder how casting works.
I know,
Like,
'cause you're like,
it's like,
I mean, I will admit this person could have done it, but they don't have the same, well, they do have the same, they have good humor instincts as well, but Kevin Kline is just different.
Denzel Washington. Sorry. I wanted you to spit your beer out. No, I have
That's
no
wrong.
idea. I have no idea.
George Clooney had to back out. And if you think
sure.
Clooney could have
Yeah.
the humor, sort of like not quite the kind of dry style.
And not
I don't
like
think it would have worked.
he's
but
more
he
modern
I know,
looking.
but he is
yeah.
still really fucking funny.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll give you that.
in
Yeah.
terms of
Yeah.
So Clooney had to back out.
Interesting.
All right, that brings us to the end of the episode. Be sure to find all our previous episodes on your favorite streaming platforms. And stay tuned for our upcoming episodes on something. We'll figure it out at
TBD.
some point. Find us on the web via threads and head to 20years4views.com for more info. We want to say thank you for taking the time to listen and for clicking that like or subscribe button on your devices. This has been 20 Years 4 Beers. My name is Steve.
I'm Tim.
And thanks for listening.
Thanks.
So,
Especially,
I more.
you know, dude. Okay, so freaking tanks her
Lose it?
team.
Yes. She's the worst fucking team on the planet. And
Blows it.
it's everywhere.
Oh,
It is
God.
like pivot, pivot, pivot.
Hello? Hello? Oh,
Hello?
you're here. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you,
who am I talking to?
Who
What?
am I
Yeah.
talking to? Nobody's there.